David, how are preparations going this week with the game being Thursday?
Okay, it's different, isn't it? Different schedule, different week. At the end of the day, you've got to be ready for Thursday night, and that's what we plan to be doing.
You're coming into the game with a bit of momentum built up last week. Just how much has the confidence been boosted the last two games?
Yeah, look, obviously if you win games of football, then it does help. There's no getting around that. I think the most important thing is the underlying performance has been good, but there's still a long way to go. So when you get underlying performances that are good and results that are positive, that helps hopefully accelerate that process. But we know we've still got lots of work to do. We're not getting carried away. 2 wins in a week doesn't define a season, but we've got to make sure that we continue to improve like we have been doing. I think anyone who's sort of seen the first 3 games will see that we are an improvement on last year. Where we're trying to get to and where we're heading, it's not going to be plain sailing. It's not going to be a linear progression. It's going to be bumpy and bouncy at times, but as long as it's generally heading upwards and in the right direction, then we can accept that. So yeah, it's 2 wins have helped, and we've got to make sure we continue that.
How much importance do you place on getting that first win at home, particularly on Saturday? And I suppose the manner of doing it's good as well.
Yeah, I think the first league win. People have asked me that a few times, in the last few days. It's like, yeah, I sort of get it, but at the same time, it's like, it's a win. For me, it's the underlying performance, and for an hour, we're the better team. That's why they changed shape. Then we didn't really adjust to that very well, but then did it for the last 10 minutes of the game. So for 25 minutes, we've got an area to improve. But by and large, we were the better team. So we know where we've got to improve. I think it's fairly obvious, and we know what we've got to. And that's with the ball and without the ball. But we're heading in the right direction, and that's not because of just 2 wins. That's because of the underlying performance. I saw Fleetwood on Sunday at Notts County. We were decently against Fleetwood, and we should have won the game, but we didn't. And because the game sort of petered out a little bit, and everything's like, oh my God, we're rubbish. Well, we weren't. That's a team who's just come down, who's took 4 points from the first 2 games, beat West Brom in the week, and we were better than them, but we just didn't get the result. So the underlying performance was okay, can be better. So we know that when the underlying performance is okay, results will follow eventually. Now, thankfully, we've got 2 results last week that also back that up. Because it's important for everyone, players, fans, any stakeholder. So we know we're heading in the right direction. We've got to continue that on Thursday night.
We've had some entertaining games against Notts County. Do you expect a sort of open game with 2 sides that aren't shy of scoring goals? Yeah,
look, like I said, we saw them on Tuesday, me and Sean won on Sunday, sorry. They had 80% possession. We know what they're about. We know what they try and do. We also know, we believe how we can hurt them. And we've got to make sure that we stop what they're trying to do and hurt them like we did 5 times last year. The problem is last year they hurt us 5 times. So we know sort of what they are and what they try and do. Slightly different. Well, it was a different manager, Jim O'Brien. It was his caretaker, but the style hasn't changed that much. So we know sort of what's coming. So we had 81% possession on Sunday against Fleetwood. So we know what they're going to try and do, and we've got to make sure we stop that as much as we can.
I know you say it's sort of just a win, but getting that monkey off the back, the first away win, how much importance do you place on that?
Yeah, it's the same as the first home win. A win's a win. You want a first home win, first away win, first back-to-back win, first clean sheet. There's always firsts. It's just important you play well and win the game. And if you play well and don't win the game, you know that it'll come eventually. And that's where we're at. So keep playing well, keep improving, keep progressing, and the wins will come whether they're home or away.